Dr. Mitchell.
Dr. Garcia, how are you?
Good morning and welcome to
God.
Mitchell Elementary School.
Oh, this is beautiful.
How are you feeling?
I'm amazed.
Are you?
This is wonderful. Unbelievable. Very, very, very nice.
Yeah. So, you know, we're the monarch butterflies here, right? First of all, a child was the one that determined that the monarch butterfly would be a beautiful mascot. But what's really important is that the monarch means rey, like king. Leroy
Yes.
kind of leads to that royalty.
Yeah, in French, yes. So
Yes,
they
it
keep
does.
telling me.
Exactly. So this is our welcome to you.
Thank you very, very.
And a thank you, a bigger thank you for everything you've done for us. You know, for this community. This is all of us, thank you.
My home, where I was raised, is White Plains, New York. I left there when I was 18 to go to Buffalo, to go to undergraduate and graduate school at the State University College at Buffalo State. My first job came in Buffalo. I met my wife in Buffalo. We started a family in Buffalo. 16 years later, we moved here. I've been here ever since. Education, I always enjoyed. I loved education. I always had a book. My father used to come in from work in the evening. Before dinner, he would come with the newspaper and he would have me read it to him, especially about King. Anything about the demonstrations that were going on in the South, he wanted to know about them. It's probably one of the reasons why I enjoy reading, even to this day. It's because I had to read to my father. But I started taking courses in college, and they would have suggested readings. I read them all.
So, of course, it's a gymnasium, but it's also the multi-purpose room, and it's the storm shelter. It works as a combination of these things, and that way our children will always maintain safety.
It just shows how we've progressed. Because we used to have an auditorium and then a gym and all these separate things, but now we combine them.
Yeah. Well, now you're going to be forever in this community. This is you. Notice that the doors open up, sliding doors, so that we can make this an in and out between the gym and then this area.
Yeah.
There's a cafeteria, right? But we can also we can bring out a stage and have performances here, things like that,
All right.
meetings, and it gives us a lot more space and more movement here. So you'll notice the colors. So obviously purple is going to be the signature color of the school, and then gray and white are secondary colors for it. The school obviously looks very primary with all of the shapes, the colors.
The idea of colors, the grouping of tables and chairs, space to do projects. This is wonderful. A number of young people at our church have come up to me to let me know that they'll be coming here, and their parents were delighted. I think one of the important things about learning is that it's occurring all the time. So we don't say, okay, stop, we're going to learn now. Learning takes place all the time, and this building signifies that. It stands for that. I was a foster child, and they adopted me at 4 years, and so I never felt like a foster kid. I went into foster care at 9 months, but I was with the family that took me in.
I appreciated the opportunity to tell my story, and I told it to everybody. I wrote about it. Whenever I had to write anything in school, I wrote about the fact that I was a foster kid and that I had been adopted into the Mitchell family. It's one of the reasons why my wife and I became foster parents. I'd always said I wanted to be foster parents because I knew how it affected my life.
My father was the one who pushed education in our home. He came from the South where he could only go to school for 3 years because they thought that's all he needed to learn how to read and write his name. And he really pushed all of us to do well in school. I think I was the only one that really loved school. I didn't know how important it could be in my life, but I knew that I wanted to go to school. I was the only one of 14 of us that talked about college. I started talking about college real early. I wanted to go to college. And my father just got another job washing windows and mowing lawns so he could pay for me to go to college. One of the things my father said when I really understood that I was adopted, he says, I won't be able to give you any money, but I'll give you my name. And I thought about that ever since you called and asked me to accept this gift of a name for this building. My father jumped into my head because his name was important.
You and your father will live on. The Mitchell
Yeah,
name.
he will live on, and his idea about education will be very, very important to a lot of people. So I'm grateful for that.
Dr. Mitchell.
Doctor.
Reverend Doctor. Yes, sir.
How
Yes,
are you?
sir. I'm doing well. If there was something I can tell my kids on the first day of school, what does Dr. Mitchell want them to know?
Oh, gee. Just keep learning.
Yeah.
Take every opportunity to learn. And that happens with the environment. That begins with the environment.
Right.
And the environment has been set for them to learn continually.
Yeah.
And we want them to take advantage of that. That's it.
Yep.
I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah.
This school will be important in the future of our young people who will attend here because it will be a part of their lives. For those young people who will be going to school here, whenever they come back, they'll be able to tell their family, their children, that's my school. That's where I went to school. And I just think there are many things coming together to make it memorable for our kids. And that's how our kids will stay in school, because it was memorable.